The choice ahead. Insights into the U.S. 2024 election. 5th November 2024. The 2024 United States presidential election is set to be held on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. The incumbent president, Joe Biden, a member of the Democratic Party, endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris, who became the party's nominee on August 5th. Harris selected Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, as her running mate. Biden's predecessor, Donald Trump, a member of the Republican Party, is running for re-election for a second, non-consecutive term, after losing to Biden in 2020. Trump was nominated during the 2024 Republican National Convention. He selected JD Vance, Ohio senator, as his running mate. The presidential election will take place at the same time as elections for both the U.S. Senate and the House of Representatives, gubernatorial, elections for the governors of several states, and state legislatures. Key swing states for the presidential election include Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Leading campaign issues are the economy, border security and immigration, education, foreign policy, healthcare, abortion, climate change, democracy, and LGBTQ rights, to mention but a few. The winners are scheduled to be inaugurated on January 20th, 2025, as the 47th President and 50th Vice President of the United States. Now here's the simple guide for the presidential election, 2024. U.S. Election 2024, a simple guide to the presidential election. What is U.S. 2024 election? The U.S. election 2024 is about the presidential election scheduled for November 5th, 2024. Americans will head to the polls to elect the next U.S. president. They will also be voting for members of Congress, who play a key part in passing laws that can have a profound effect on American life. This election is significant, as it will both determine the next president of the United States and shape U.S. policies and leadership for the years ahead. When is the 2024 U.S. presidential election? The 2024 U.S. presidential election is on Tuesday, the 5th of November 2024. The winner will officially serve a term of 4 years in the White House, starting from the 20th of January 2025. Who are the presidential candidates for U.S. election 2024? The two main parties, Republican Party and the Democrats, held a series of votes called Primaries and Caucuses, state-level elections where party members were made to select their preferred candidate for the presidential nomination. In the Republican Party, former President Donald Trump won his party's support and was officially nominated as Republican presidential candidate for U.S. election 2024. Trump chose Ohio Senator JD Vance to be his vice presidential running mate. For the Democrats, Vice President Kamala Harris joined the presidential race after the incumbent president, Joe Biden, dropped out, and no other Democrats stood against her. Her vice presidential running mate is Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. There are also some independent or third-party candidates running for the presidency.
What do Democratic and Republican parties typically stand for in U.S. politics? The Democrats are the progressive political party, with an agenda defined largely by its push for big government, civil rights, social justice, a broad social safety net, and measures to prioritize environmental protection and address climate change. Generally advocates for more inclusive immigration policies and a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. The Republicans are the conservative political party in the U.S. Advocate for a limited role of government, free market, supports lower taxes, individual liberty, traditional values, personal responsibility, tends to support stricter immigration policies and national security. How does the U.S. presidential election work? Both the presidential candidates compete to win contests held across the 50 states. Each state has a certain number of electoral college votes, partly based on population. There are a total of 538 up for grabs, and the winner is the candidate that wins 270 or more. Who can vote in the U.S. presidential election? To vote in the presidential election, you must be a U.S. citizen, at least 18 years old, a resident of your state, registered to vote, and not disqualified under state laws. Who else is being elected in U.S. 2024 election? The 2024 elections will encompass a wide range of positions beyond the presidency, impacting federal, state, and local governance. All of the attention will be on who wins the presidency, but voters will also be choosing new members of Congress. Congress consists of the House of Representatives, where all 435 seats will be contested, and the Senate, where 34 seats will be up for election. There are also state and local elections, as well as judicial elections taking place.
When will we know who has won the election? Usually the winner is declared on the night of the election, but it can take a few days to count all the votes. The president is officially sworn into office in January in a ceremony known as the inauguration, held on the steps of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. Conclusion: the 2024 U.S. presidential election will take place on November 5th, 2024, to elect the next U.S. president. Alongside the presidential election, all House seats, 1/3 of Senate seats, and various state and local offices will also be contested. The president-elect will be inaugurated on January 20th, 2025. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to my channel for updates on global issues. May God richly bless your life and your family.